Okay, you two, here are the rules. If you tap out, you automatically forfeit.
Yeah, got it.
And if one of you start bleeding, I'm gonna call a timeout.
Got it, let's go! I can't wait to pound this skeptic into paste.
The only one who's going to be paste is you. Then I'm going to put you in a jar, and then I'm going to put you in a kindergarten class and let you be eaten by 5-year-olds.
Bring it, heathen.
Oh, you want some? Then come get some.
What's going on? Are Jason and Fundy finally gonna fight? I need time to place a bet on this. Why didn't somebody tell me?
They aren't fighting. They're gonna book fight.
They're gonna throw books at each other?
No, you idiot, we're gonna fight with books.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, me and Fundy are going to fight with books. Wait.
Well, it's like this.
Everything I need to know is in the Bible.
Everything you need to know is not in the Bible. One book can't have everything you need to know. What you just said is stupid, and you are stupid.
Oh, and I guess you skeptics got some book that actually has everything you need to know?
Well, sorta, yeah.
And it sort of escalated from there.
Oh, I see. Wait. No, I don't.
I'm going to ask them a question, and they will both go to their books to look for an answer.
Well, I'm using the trusty and never dusty Bible.
And I am using my e-reader.
Isn't that cheating? I mean, you have access to thousands of books with that thing.
Millions of books, and the internet, but Pope Overconfident I thinks that his Bible can top it.
Are you ready for your first question?
To quote the right holy Pat Benatar, hit me with your best shot.
You leave her out of this.
3 questions, best 2 out of 3 wins. You each have 20 seconds to find the answer in your respective sources. Question number 1. Where do babies come from?
I didn't have to look at my e-reader for that one, but here's a list of 83 online books about human reproduction.
Accepted. Fundy?
Oh, give me a minute. This book is big and the pages are really flimsy.
You have 5 seconds.
Here we go. Leviticus 12, 1 through 8. And the Lord spake unto Moses, blah, 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 saying, If a woman have conceived seed and bore a man-child, then she shall be unclean for 7 days, blah, blah, blah. And in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. There, clear as crystal.
I thought I knew how babies are made, but now I'm totally confused.
Yeah, what do foreskins have to do with reproduction?
I don't know, something, everything. That wasn't fair. Everybody knows how babies are made. Why would God put it in the Bible?
And how are babies made, Fundy?
Well, you know, the guy puts his thingy into the girl's baby hole, and then 9 months later, ping, new baby.
But what's the actual physical process?
Who cares as long as it gets the job done?
Ruling.
Point goes to the skeptic.
Dang it!
Question number 2. Why is the sky blue?
Let's see. From the NASA website, quote, Sunlight reaches Earth's atmosphere and is scattered by the gases and particles in the air. Blue light is scattered more than the other colors because it travels as shorter, smaller waves. This is why we see a blue sky most of the time.
Right. Fundy?
Why would I need to know that the sky is blue? It's not important. Obviously, God doesn't want me to know. It's a mystery, and it's wrong to investigate mysteries of God.
Is it in there or not?
God made the sky blue.
Judge?
Point to the skeptic.
I demand a change of the rules. I want easier questions.
Where do babies come from? Why is the sky blue? You want easier questions than that? How? These are questions that 4-year-olds ask.
Then I want one that a 2-year-old asks.
Judge?
2-year-olds don't ask questions. They just make unreasonable and unrealistic demands. Everybody knows that.
Fine. Then ask me a philosophical or moral question.
Hey, no special pleading. You've lost 2 questions out of a possible 3. You've already lost. You just want a question that the Bible can answer.
Throw me a bone! So what if the Bible can't technically answer dumb science questions? Who cares? The important stuff is in the Bible, and that's what counts.
If the Bible doesn't have all the answers, then you creationists shouldn't use it as the basis for your creationist science bullshit.
You just don't want to admit that if the Bible fails at explaining the natural world, that there is a possibility that it's all just fictional lunacy.
No.
Yes, science is the crack in your faith that fills you with doubt, so you have to claim that the Bible is scientific to console you.
You wanted this challenge, Fundy. You made the claim that the Bible could answer anything. But, just to shut you up, I will ask you a Bible-related question.
What, Judge? Come on.
I'll allow it. I don't want to hear churchy whine anymore.
Thanks, Judge. A little.
Last question. What was God doing before he created the universe?
Well, that's easy. It's a dumb question because there was no time before God created it on the first day.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
Like most things in the Bible, it's implied.
Where?
Like in the very first line, it says, in the beginning. Catch the implication that God created time right then? You'd have to be a brain-damaged moron not to catch it.
That doesn't count. In the beginning could also mean that in the beginning of the creation of the universe. It says nothing about time. This is creationist wishful thinking at its worst.
Your answer, Jason?
Well, I have about a gajillion books that are about the early universe and the creation of space-time. But in answer to the specific question of what God was doing before he created everything, I'm going to have to go with chronic masturbation.
I call sacrilege on his answer. You have no proof that God was touching his omnipotent junk.
I have about as much proof of that as you do for your non-answer.
Judge?
I'm gonna give a sympathy point to Fundy Monster because he had a better answer, and not because he just slipped me $20 under the table.
Yay, I win.
You lost 2-1.
Well then, it's a moral victory.
What do you guys think?
Should creationists and fundamentalist Christians be careful of saying that the Bible holds all the answers because it sets up a target that any 5-year-old could knock over?
Should scientists, atheists, and skeptics even take their claims seriously when nothing that they speak about has no basis in fact?
Is creationism a clear example of certain Christians' lack of faith in the divine word, considering how much crap they have to make up in order to legitimize their belief?
Comment, you bunch of filthy heathens. Okay, so you won. Big deal. It was rigged to begin with. Now, if we had done best out of 10, I would have wiped the mat with you.
You're on, but let's make it real interesting and make it the best out of 20.
Nah, let's make it best out of 10. I don't have a lot of money to keep bribing Vermont. Hello, my fellow opinion villagers. Today is February 21st, 2014, and it's International Mother Language Day. Is that it? What the hell is International Mother Language Day? Just a second. Okay, according to the completely infallible Wikipedia, International Mother Language Day is an observance held annually on February 21st worldwide to promote awareness of linguistic and cultural diversity and multilingualism. Oh. So apparently we need an international holiday to remind us that other people speak different languages. Boy, we must be really stupid. Okay, let's answer questions. First up, I fucking hate Google, but I can't comment without it asks, IQ for Fundy Monster. Does God have a penis or is he transgendered? Does God have a penis? Only the biggest penis in all the universe. It's probably so big you can't see it from one end to the other. And it's perfect. And yes, before you ask, it's circumcised. Firefly4F4 asks, question for Sensi. You have a mom and you're a robot. So, how does that work?
My mom says that when a daddy robot and a mommy robot want to have a baby robot, they have a big hug, and then a magic drone from the North Pole comes and drops down the chimney a new baby robot. And so that's where I came from.
Joe Swamson asks, IQ for everyone. Since this is coming out after President's Day and the next holiday is St. Patrick's Day, this question is about said holiday. Does anyone else think that St. Patrick's Day, along with Columbus Day, should not be celebrated since they both glorify genocidal maniacs? Follow up, would anyone support 21st as Ratification Day, celebrating the ratification of the United States Constitution? I'm sorry if I seem like I'm getting on a high horse about this, but unlike, say, Christmas, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, or Independence Day, it seems like, with St. Patrick's Day and Columbus Day, we're celebrating people who would be considered serial killers or worse in the present day. Boy, you know, Joe Swamson, you are right, and I have created this gigantic response from all of the puppets to answer. Oh. That's the we've gone over time with your question. Your question was too long. I'd love to answer it. I mean, we really went all out. I mean, fireworks and this huge skit. It's going to be one of our biggest episodes ever. But we just took a long time reading your question. I'm sorry. You had a lot of really great points for that one too. It was awesome. Really wish I hadn't spent so much money for the answer, you know, because we've just run out of time. Czar Robberfly asks, question for anyone who wants to answer. Did video kill the radio star? Let me answer this way. Video didn't just kill the radio star. Video stabbed it in the back in a crowded room, and all the other types of media, TV and movies, watched as video repeatedly shivved the radio star to death. So short answer is yes. Logic asks, Puppet Jason, are you and Sass even the same species? I have a trouble believing you can impregnate her even if you wanted to, unless all puppets are genetically similar. Wait, do puppets even have genes?
You should have probably learned all about this in puppet biology class that you had in high school. I'm assuming that, you know, you meet people took a class like that. But since I'm assuming that you don't, I'll just say that when it comes to people puppets, which is what I am, and monster puppets, which is what Sass is, we can, you know, have children. We can interbreed. I'm not really certain of all the genetic stuff, but it happens. I mean, look at Raoul. Does he look like a regular people person? He didn't get his orange color from, eating too many oranges or carrots, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he's got a monster in the woodpile, if you know what I'm talking about. What do you mean that's not an appropriate comment?
Patrick Hamilton asks, Oswald, have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show? And if not, would you mind watching it and tell us your thoughts?
I have not seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so what I will do is I will go downtown to the video rental store and see if they have it, and I will rent it and I will watch it. 1 second. Well, thanks a lot, the robber guy. I got grounded because I was watching that movie that you told me to watch, and there was that really pretty lady wearing her underwear singing about how she's gonna make a man, and then my mom walked in and she dropped her groceries on the floor and screamed, and then I got grounded to my room, and now she wants me to do things that she says are more masculine, like chop wood or stuff like that. I don't even know what the problem was. I thought that lady was very pretty. In fact, I told her when she walked in, you know what, Mom? I wish that lady on the screen was my girlfriend. And that's when she lost it for reals.
The lad with the pink rod asks,
I've got a question for Fundy Monster. Hey Fundy, when I get home, I'm gonna have this whiting with a couple of bread buns. That's loaves and fishes. Me, an atheist. I'm eating loaves and fishes. This brings me to my question. All the thousands of people that Jesus fed loaves and fishes to. Why did almost none of them think to take any food to a meeting like that? I mean, were all the people who followed Jesus stupid or something?
Okay, one of the things you gotta remember is that, like, nowadays, with preservatives and stuff, we can carry food practically anywhere. But back then, in the old days, the only thing that they had to carry around their lunch was like a dried out goat stomach that was opened up and made like a lunch bag. And let's see, if you had a choice between old, warm, moldy cheese and some kind of rind of meat and maybe some stale bread that you pulled out of a goat gut purse and fresh fish and fresh bread, which one do you think you're gonna pick?
And a question for Meat Jason. On this fine day with fish in the sea. Here's my question. Jealous?
Yes. Okay, that's it. Remember, if you want your questions answered on Intimate Questions, be one of the first 5 people to ask a question addressed to Intimate Questions down in the comment section. Until next time, my little ponies, this has been Jason with a T.
Hey, Jason.
What?
Nothing, just hey, Jason.
Really? Oh. No weird questions? No bizarre statements? Just, hey, Jason?
Yeah, I'm not all the time being naturally curious and cute.
Oh, well. Hey, Oswald.
What?
Let's do the shout-outs. Okay. Hey everybody, it's me. The monster's so friggin' adorable it hurts. Here to shout you out. Hello.
Teriyaki Jesus jerky. Have you tried the peppercorn Judas jerky? It tastes like betrayal. Electric Amish guy. I think you missed your point about being Amish. Heinz Solo. You fly the Millennium Cheeseburger. Epic Legend. Before your epic, were you called Insignificant Legend or Trivial Legend? The Global Atheism. A whole 10 to 25% of the Earth's population sub? We're gonna be doing shoutouts forever. Xeno Key. You are a space monkey. Or maybe a Native American tribe. Miss Tag 2012. They tried to crown Miss Tag 2013, but they couldn't find her. I'll just give that a minute. You'll get it eventually. Orgasm 0666. Hey Jason. What's an orgasm? Hey Jason. Look at me and tell me what an orgasm is. Where are you going? Psych terror. Is that like a night terror? I suffer from night terrors. That's why there's straps on my bed. At least I think that's why. Sessamopod. Like an octopus or a snail guy? Okay, that's all. Remember, if you want to be shouted out, please let Big Jason know. Okay, bye. So, now what?
I don't know. I'm usually angry or confused by now.
Ah. So we just sit here until the segment ends?
I guess. Yep, any second now.
I hope it's soon, cause I gotta pee.
Oh, hello all you lucky peoples. You just watched an episode of Opinion-Ville, and there ain't anything better on the internet than that, right? Well, I mean, except for all those other YouTube channels that got like professional quality values on them. I saw one that had like a beaver, or maybe it was a muskrat, and then this red guy, and then they sang a song, and I think one of them fell down a lot. That was pretty good, a lot better than this one, I'll say that for sure. But, I mean, if you like mediocre entertainment, then click on the subscribe button that's somewhere around me. I'm not really sure where. I'm going to assume that it's over there. Subscribe button. And if it's not over there, then it's a technical difficulty. Or click on the previous episode if you want to watch that. Or click on the button for the music guy. Or click on the button for the store, which is inexplicably open into its second month past when it was supposed to be closed. Okay, that's it. So long.